Hi, my name is Justin Lawrence. This video is going to be about my coming out experience. I'm making it in hopes that it will help someone else in their own situation, because I know, looking back when I came out, I watched a lot of the YouTube videos and they helped me. Just hearing about other people's coming out experiences and their successes and their tips, and just getting more familiar with it and just more accepting it, essentially. So in a way, I'm giving back. I don't know. That sounds weird, but yeah. So when did I know that I had some type of attraction to guys? I would say it would be right around the 4th or 5th grade. It Best way I can remember is that I was watching a TV show called Naruto, and there was this hot spring scene, and they didn't show anything inappropriate or anything. They weren't naked, but they had like towels on. What? Yeah. So, and just the thought of that kind of got me excited and interested in me. And over the next several years, I continually explored that excitement. Yeah. And I never really, I even though I acted on those feelings, I never 100% knew what being gay was or what I was actually doing. I thought it was just, well, when I first figured out the whole masturbation thing, um, uh, and this is weird because my family's not religious. I was never religious. No, I thought God was punishing me or like testing me. Um, and if I acted on those feelings, he gave me acne, and to say the least, I had a lot of acne, so I failed a lot. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I never really. I didn't fully understand what being gay was, because I lived in a extremely small town of about 500 people in North Dakota. Yeah. So just gay wasn't part of my like environment, I guess. Just you know. So I didn't really know what being gay was until like middle school. So then at that point, I kind of like came up with the idea that I'm straight, but oh, this excites me, and it doesn't really mean anything, because even in middle school and early high school, I dated a couple girls and nothing really happened, but because I mean I'm gay. Uh, but yeah, I never really accepted that part, and I just kept ignoring it in a way, or just not acknowledging it properly. I kind of just made excuses for myself, or yeah, just excuses. So, um, it wasn't until my freshman year in high school when I um, tried out when I joined the wrestling team. Um, and I had extreme fears, because even though I didn't, well, even at that point, I kind of decided that I was bi, but I was mainly straight, and guys was just kind of a thing I liked. I never like I my class was like had 9 people in it, so there was no Ken dolls in there. There were no, a lot of the same people, so never really had crushes. Um, but yeah, like going into wrestling, I was extremely scared that I was going to get a boner because of my sexuality or my interest in the guys, and it terrified me. But luckily, nothing ever happened, because it's like once you're in sports, it's like you're in sports mode, and that thing's shut off. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, um, so going into freshman year, I was like kind of mostly thinking I was straight, but guys were kind of just way to get off or something like that. Like, I never had crushes, and then it wasn't until my sophomore year when I moved schools and moved in with my dad and stepmom, and again did a wrestling team there and did football and track and everything. But I never really acknowledged it. Kept denying it, and again through all this, I guess through like middle school up until like currently, I've been dealing with depression. It's like perpetual depression, so it's like I'm pretty much always gonna have it. But I mean that's not important. That's not part of the story. Anyway, but yeah, just kind of actually, depression actually like I don't know, like hindered my coming out. I guess I don't know, through just wasting time. But anyway, different story, another time. And then when I moved with my dad and stepmom my sophomore year, we moved my junior year to a bigger city, which had 40,000 people in it. So it's a pretty big difference. And again, I guess during my junior year, I kind of decided that I was bi. I was, because I dated like 3 girls total in my high school career so far, and nothing ever happened. I've only kissed them. Like, they always felt like more like friends. So, excuse me. Oops. But yeah, they just kind of felt like friends, and nothing really happened. I don't know. I'm like really awkward and I guess kind of shy back then, and I don't know. I didn't want to be like a creep and like do anything. I don't know. I respect girls a lot, so I don't know. I didn't want to be a creep. Anyway, moving on. So again, junior year I did football, wrestling, and track again, but I kind of just decided I was bi, but again, nothing really changed. I wasn't acknowledging it. But during the summer of my junior year to my senior year, I kind of like had like a mental breakdown and like decided that, I can't continue to hide this part of myself or keep ignoring it, and I just had to like just pretty much what you're searching for right now watching this video is like accepting that part of yourself and acknowledging it. So that's pretty much what I did during that summer. Was just stop. I said that I was going to not lie to myself anymore. I wasn't gonna do anything that wasn't fun. I was gonna like pretty much take control of my life, I guess, because I was kind of doing football because I don't know, I thought I was gonna get better at it, but then again, I was kind of like putting on an act of, oh, I want to be straight and act straight and everything like that. So I guess football, I thought would kind of help, I guess. But then I didn't do football my senior year. I did cross country, which was the best decision of my high school career, even more than coming out. Yeah, it was a great time. So going into my senior year, I kind of accepted that I was gay, and that I really wanted to come out. That I just didn't know when, but I guess I saw on social media that like in October was National Coming Out Day, and like 22nd or something, October 22nd or something like that. But I didn't do it on the exact date. I kind of chickened out and did it like the week later. The first person I told was my best friend Layla. She was so great. But I didn't like do it face to face because I was still like petrified. Oh, so scared. Biggest fear of coming out was because again I was going to be on the wrestling team. That was my biggest fear of coming out because I didn't know how they were gonna handle it. I didn't know if they would be like, no, you're not gonna like they're gonna I don't know, like beat me up. I don't know, just be like blatantly refuse to wrestle me because they'd think I was gonna try something. I don't know. Again, like in that situation, like you think of the worst scenario where like the world doesn't make sense, and that's like yeah, I just made so much stuff up that I just continued to scare myself, and um, but I told Layla through text, and that was hard to do because I mean, just telling her, and then she was replied, and she was extremely supportive because um, one of her friends was gay, and I mean, I was her friend, and then yeah, I kind of just came out, and she was supportive, and then I texted another person who was an openly gay guy at the school, Elliot. He was very supportive and happy for me, and then that same day, after texting them, I kind of got the courage to tell my stepmom. I was sitting at the kitchen table, and then she was in the kitchen. Um, God. She I told her how to tell her something, and then it's like 2 minutes went by, and I was just like I was doing now. Like I was so nervous, and I was just building up the courage, and it's just to say those words out loud to someone. It's so hard, but it's so worth it. And when I finally did it, I literally shouted the words out. I was like, "I'm gay," and then she just looks at me, and she's like, "So?" I was like, "And?" You know, it was. Ugh. It was like, I mean, I probably should have said this earlier, but I have a gay older brother, so I knew I knew that they would be supportive, but again, just I had that fear of what if, it was just, it was all in my head, and it was so scary, but it was worth it, and she was very supportive, and she still is. She's great, love her, and the next person, I guess, like those are the three I told originally, and then again I kind of told people at school, and then kind of just got around, and then I didn't tell my dad until after I got a boyfriend, which is like 3 weeks later. Like, happened fast. And the way my dad found out is actually pretty funny. I was going on my first date, well, first actual date. We were going to go see a movie. Forgot what it was, but I had to pick him up, but my car was having troubles, and I got into the garage, and I was freaking out. I was nervous because it was like my first actual date, and then I like recruited my stepmom. I was like, "Hey, can you get my dad to like help me fix it?" And then like I had like run back to my car to try to see if I can fix it, and then I don't know anything about cars. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so stupid. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't know what to do. So I go back inside, and then she's like, "Yeah, I told him." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "Why would you tell him?" It's like, I was like, "Well, he needed to know why he needed to get the car fixed," and then it was like, I was mad, but then I was like, it was like whatever, and then I go up to him. I'm like, I, the whole like awkwardness, and then I'm like, "I'm sorry," because like I'm his second gay son, and it was like, I don't know why I said sorry. It's just, ugh. Anyway, so then he helped me fix my car, and then I go on the date. We watch the movie, but my car doesn't start because it's November in North Dakota, and my car's a POS. So we had to go across the parking lot, go into a hotel lobby, and then my dad had to pick my boyfriend and I up, take us home. Yeah. The first time my dad finds out I'm gay, I'm going on a date with my boyfriend. Like, what? Anyway, so again, like I knew that they were gonna accept me, my parents, but it was just again the nerves and just the fear. And everyone at school, I never had any problems. I actually didn't get to do wrestling because of different like unrelated reasons. I just didn't join the team in time, so I ended up doing swimming instead, and I did track as well, and I never had any problems from anyone that I know of. Yeah. If anything, like the straight guys were like more gay than me. It was weird. Anyway, they're evil. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much my coming out experience. The only person that had a quote negative experience was this girl, who was my boyfriend's best friend. Her name's Maddie, and she's so cute and awesome, but she's like, I forgot the exact how she said it. She was like, because of my religion, I can't accept you for being gay, but it was like, but I accept you because you're human or something like that. It was like, you know what, you're gay, my religion doesn't accept that, like, agree with that, but I accept you as a human, and I love you, and it was that type of deal, and that was like the only negative part, I guess. I mean, it really wasn't negative. I didn't really care. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, no one at school, even though there was like 500 people, no one had a negative reaction to me, even though I was like, after I came out, I was intensely gay. Intensely gay. Like, armbands, like rainbow armbands, like pins, and it was too much for me. Like, it was, anyway. Yeah, no. It was a roller coaster of coming out. Yeah. Anyway, right now this happened back in 2013, 2014. That was my senior year of high school. I'm currently in my 4th year of college. I'm like out, but then I'm not, because I transferred schools and I have like 3 roommates, and I don't know. It's not like I'm ashamed of my sexuality. It's just like, it's not that important. It's not like I need to tell them. They don't need to know. I don't know. If they ask me, I'd tell them. But yeah, that's me right now. And I came out as gay, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm like whatever right now. I'm just, I don't know, I don't want to like limit myself to sexual experiences. If that like doesn't sound weird, hopefully. But it's like, I'm just want to, I don't know. I want to say I'm bi, but then I'm not really. But if there's a threesome, okay, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gay, but I'm up for whatever. Yeah. Yeah. A little tidbit. I didn't do wrestling. I didn't get to do wrestling in high school, but since I transferred schools, I did try out for the wrestling team there, and it was good. I had a fun time. Anyway, little tidbit. Full circle. Anyway, wrapping this up, best tips I learned was that, again, telling a best friend really helped, because it's like a stepping stone. You build courage. You have like a support network. So, yeah, really helpful. And then, I guess, getting into the whole parent thing, if you think your parents are going to react badly, I would say don't come out to them until you're like in you're in a situation to where you can like support yourself, or if you know you have a family relative that will take you in if they like reacted that badly. I mean, and again, this is just in my opinion. You don't have to take the advice. So yeah. And then I guess looking back, I guess the biggest thing I would say that I learned is that my sexuality doesn't matter. Like, it's part of me, but then it's just like a very small part of me, because it doesn't define what I'm gonna do. Doesn't define who I am, how I act, anything like that. It's just my sexuality. It's like, it doesn't matter, you know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it on that note, because I'm done rambling on. Hopefully I hopefully I made sense, and if I didn't, leave a comment down below. This is probably going to be my only video because I just wanted to share this with people to hopefully help someone. But yeah. Again, if you have any questions, post them down below in the comments. Good luck on your own coming out. That's probably why you're watching this. You're beautiful. There's people out there that love you, and as everyone says, it does get better. It really does. Like, it does. Love. No. Anyway, stay beautiful. Goodbye. Later.